Hi, Alex here. Welcome back to Game Audio Lookout, a series how music and sound design in games work. Today, we'll have a deeper look at musical sound effects in the Super Mario series. I guess everybody has heard these sounds before, but I believe most of us don't exactly know how these were constructed and what efforts were taken in later installments of the series to produce sound effects that even harmonize with the game's music. And in case you don't know what harmonize means, we get to that later. As there are so many titles and countless spin-offs, we'll just focus onto 3 games of the series. First, the game that started it all, the original Super Mario Bros., released in 1985 for the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Wii title Super Mario Galaxy, and the most current game Super Mario Odyssey, released for the Nintendo Switch in 2017. The audio for the original NES game Super Mario Bros. Was entirely created by Koji Kondo, but he took over the position of an audio advisor with compositions and sound effects mainly done by other people in later games. Let's dive right into the first of the 3 games, Super Mario Bros. All of the sound effects here are made by notes pitched very high and usually played fast. These notes are, like all other sound from the game, played by one of the 5 channels of the NES sound chip. Most of the sound effects in the Mario games are done in a way sound people from the film industry would call Mickey Mousing. This means they directly comment on an action happening on screen, such as the iconic jump sound we know and love. When listening closely, you can hear an increase in pitch of this sound. Another classic is the equally iconic coin sound effect. It loosely sounds like that ka-ching sound from a cash register. This sound effect consists of the 2 notes B and the higher pitched E to give that acoustic impression of your coin counter moving upwards with every one of them collected. In staff notation, the coin sound looks like this. After taking a look at the sound of the great-grandfather of all Mario games, now let's turn to the 3rd dimension with Super Mario Galaxy. The iconic jump sound had to go away for voice effects of Mario when he made the switch to the 3rd dimension, beginning with Super Mario 64. But from Super Mario Galaxy on, we can find a new audio trend in the series. The sound effects are harmonized to the music playing in the background. Harmonization in music means the individual notes of a melody, or in this case, the sounds of a sound effect, are taken from the key the music plays in. By doing this, the developer ensures the music and sound effects don't feel out of key in case a note which is in strict contrast to the music's melody and harmony is played in a sound effect. There are several examples where sound effects are harmonizing with the music. The collection of star bits is one of the most striking ones here. Listen to these scenes from different levels of the game, where the background music is in a different key each time. When shooting through a star ring, the sound effect playing out is in sync with the music, not only in pitch, but also in timing. The harp melody blends in with the background music nicely, as you can see here. The most recent main title of the Mario series takes this concept of harmonization of musical sound effects even further. Quite a lot of the sound effects in this game harmonize with the music. and they not only adapt to the key the music is playing in, but also to the music tempo, and sometimes they even follow the chord structure. Let's look at this accordion-like centipede creature sound. When transcribing this to musical notation, it looks like this. Changing the background music to another piece, let's say this one, the sound effect changes and harmonizes with the music. But Odyssey takes this concept even further when traveling on an electric wire. As these are used to short and long distance travels within a world, the music can change based on the part of the world you're traveling to. And it also adapts to chord changes, as you can hear in this song. This will have taken a lot of time and effort in order to program this into the game, but it is one of the things that make me smile and show the incredible attention to detail. Summing up, sound effects definitely have to work on a visceral level. The classic Super Mario Bros. Emphasizes motion by using sound effects with ascending notes to show upward movement of the character. Composer Kondo played the original Super Mario Bros. To get the rhythm and timing of the gameplay. Only after that he was finally able to write a tune fitting for the game, the famous World 1-1 music. For Super Mario Galaxy, sound designer and audio programmer Kawamura developed a special synchronization system between the music and some of the sounds. In order to be able to have the system work, the live players of the orchestra had to play to a click while recording, a technique that became quite common in recent game music. According to Koji Kondo, Miyamoto is very picky when it comes to sound effects. He oftentimes wants sound effects that you can feel. This is a foundation kept throughout the Mario series, and Koji Kondo himself puts it this way. Game music is made up of the many pieces that appear in the game, but it's essential to think of all the music as one piece for the entire game, not simply a collection of individual pieces. The sound effects department has to work very closely with the soundtrack people to make sure that the sound effects don't get into the way of the music, but that they complement the music and vice versa. And who could put it better than Koji Kondo himself? Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. What's your favorite sound effect in the Mario series? Feel free to let me know in the comments section below. Hope to see you in the next episode of Game Audio Lookout.